Soft orthotics for flat feet, and what are the benefits of using a soft orthotic for flat feet? Hi guys, it's Kent here, and I'm the podiatrist at Ergonics and DocPods, and we're just going to have a chat today about why we use a soft orthotic to treat flat feet when it would appear that if we used a harder orthotic it might get better support. So, like everything, we want the orthotic to be soft but not too soft, firm but not too firm. So the off-the-shelf orthotic that we often use in the podiatry clinic here is the Ergonics Ultra Soft. And the reason that we use this one is because it's really quite soft under the foot, so when we stand on it, it's very comfortable. And then that's usually the main point that people tend to sway towards a softer orthotic, is because of the comfort. If they've probably tried harder orthotics or rigid orthotics before, and something like a milled polypropylene orthotic like this one, and often these can be uncomfortable and very difficult to adjust. So they want to try a soft orthotic. So we usually try a soft orthotic like this. The number one reason is because it'll be more comfortable, and the patients had tried a hard orthotic and couldn't tolerate it. We often use these because they're very easy to get into from a wearing point of view. You can get into them very quickly over a number of days. You'll be able to almost run in this after a week. It's got a nice high, long medial arch support that helps to pack up the arch. So it does all the regular features of an orthotic. It's got this nice deep heel cup that helps to keep the foot's natural fatty pad beneath the heel, so it adds a little bit of natural cushioning there. It supports the lateral arch as well. It's 0 degree wedge, so we can use them in anyone's foot without the chance of overcorrecting the foot. But an often overlooked feature of a soft orthotic when compared to a hard orthotic is when we cushion the foot as it strikes the ground. So when we're usually striking the ground, we go in this heel-toe progression. What happens is, right as we strike the ground, there's up to 4 times your body weight in pressure going through the heel. Now what that does is, as the foot strikes the ground, that causes quite a big ground reaction force. So when we hit the ground, the force goes back up through the heel, feet and the knees. Now, the way forces work is if we can apply this force or cushion this force so it doesn't come on in an instant, rather we can stretch the time out. So if we cushion the foot, what happens is the amount of time that force is applied as we strike the ground, it's applied over a longer period. So what that means is the time to the peak force is longer, so the force doesn't peak as high, and there's not as much force going up through your heel, knee, and hips and back. So we're using a softer orthotic can actually help to slow down pronation by decreasing the amount of ground reaction force at heel strike and as we go into flat foot. So that's an often commonly overlooked thing why we'd use a soft orthotic, is if we want to slow the amount of pronation. So if we slow the amount of pronation, there's not as much force going through the foot and legs, and then the muscles and joints and ligaments of the foot don't work as hard, so they'll be much more comfortable across the workday. So that's another reason why we use a soft orthotic. So mainly for comfort, to support the feet, and also because they can slow the ground reaction forces that often work on the feet and make pronation more slow, and all the forces then are lower across the foot. Fitting into a shoe, we also use a full-length soft orthotic is often a better fit into the shoe, as we can run it all the way to the end of the shoe, and you can see on the front of this one it's got little trim to fit lines, so we can slightly adjust it so it prevents the orthotic from slipping and sliding around in the shoe, because if we've got a 3/4 orthotic, often they can slip and slide in the different shoes. So that's the main 3 reasons why we use a soft orthotic, to help to treat flat feet and overpronation and most foot pains. Comfort, slowing the ground reaction forces, and how does it fit in the shoe. So I hope this helps explain why we'd use it to treat a flat foot with a soft orthotic and not a hard orthotic. And if you have any questions, please comment in the comment section below. Thanks.